Okay, so I feel like an explanation is in order for this particular video. So, you might remember, if you've been following my channel for at least a few years now, that I did some videos on some of the Bejeweled games. Specifically, I did videos on Bejeweled 3 and Bejeweled Twist back in 2019. Now, in my Bejeweled Twist video specifically, I said that I wasn't going to be playing the original Bejeweled or even the second game, due to the fact that I personally felt like, compared to Bejeweled 3 and Twist, they were very lackluster and kind of bare bones. And for the record, I still kind of feel that way even now. I would much prefer to play Bejeweled 3 over pretty much any other game in the Bejeweled series, honestly. But that being said, I did sort of change my mind about that finally. Yeah, so if you're wondering what we're gonna be playing in today's double feature, we're actually gonna be playing Bejeweled 1 and 2. Even though I'm not really the biggest fan of the original Bejeweled or the second game for that matter, I do still want to show you guys where exactly the series got its start. This is one of those instances where my obsessive need for closure kind of took over my entire brain today, and I was looking at Bejeweled 1 and 2 in my Steam library, and I was thinking to myself, should I just play these games? I mean, I know I said in Bejeweled Twist that I wasn't going to play them because I just felt like they were really not up to snuff with some of the later entries in the Bejeweled series, but maybe I could do like a double feature video where I showcase both games in a single video, just to like show people where exactly the series originated, because Bejeweled definitely, it had humble beginnings, that's for sure. You know, it's one of the most iconic puzzle game franchises of all time, I would argue. Maybe I could do a video on these two games anyway, just as like, basically an excuse to teach you all about Bejeweled's history. And I would really like to demonstrate how the older Bejeweled games played as well, just to give you guys an idea as to where Bejeweled got its start. And not only that, but I really just felt like playing Bejeweled again. Like, there's really no other reason why I'm doing this video, aside from the fact that I just really felt like playing Bejeweled. I don't think I've even played Bejeweled 3 or Twist at all, ever since I did the videos on those two games. Weirdly enough, though, I did return to Bejeweled 2 multiple times ever since I did those videos, and we are going to be talking about Bejeweled 2 later on in the video, but for now, I would like to focus on the original Bejeweled. So Bejeweled was originally released as a browser-based game back in the year 2000. It was not a Flash game, though. It was actually made in Java originally. And also, when the game first came out back in 2000, it wasn't actually called Bejeweled. It was originally called Diamond Mine. However, PopCap decided to rename the game not too long after, because it turns out that there was another commercial game that was called Diamond Mines, so in order to avoid confusion, they decided to rename the game to Bejeweled. Now, the version of Bejeweled that I am playing is not the original web-based version of the game. This is actually Bejeweled Deluxe that I'm playing, which is the Steam version of the game. Bejeweled Deluxe was originally released in 2001, and this is essentially the commercial version of Bejeweled 1. Bejeweled Deluxe was eventually released on Steam in 2006, and the original Bejeweled was very popular, needless to say. And along with that popularity came a whole variety of ports to, I believe, consoles. I think there was actually an Xbox version of Bejeweled 1 that came out at some point. And the game was also ported to several mobile devices of the era. It was actually possible to play Bejeweled on certain brands of PDAs at the time that the game came out, including BlackBerry. And I do find that kind of interesting because even back in 2001, before the advent of smartphones, PopCap were already thinking about the mobile games market. It seemed like PopCap were already aware of the potential of the mobile games market, so they decided to take a chance with that, and I mean, it paid off for them because Bejeweled would later go on to sell millions of copies. That being said, I don't believe the original Bejeweled is available on more modern platforms like iOS and Android, like more modern mobile platforms specifically. I think there was even an iPod version of the game that came out at one point, But yeah, the easiest way to play Bejeweled 1 nowadays is to just pick the game up on Steam. I think the Steam version of the game is only like $5. It might not even be $5, it might even be cheaper than that. I have no idea. I don't remember how much I paid for this game. It wasn't that much money though, I will tell you that, and I think I did pick it up during a sale. Now, if you're unfamiliar with Bejeweled itself, it's a match 3 puzzle game where you have to match gems of the same color together. Matching gems of the same color will award you points, and if you're able to match 4 or 5 gems, or more gems even, of the same color, then you get bonus points. And much like in the later Bejeweled games, it is possible to create an L or T shape, and I think even a plus shape, in order to create matches. Now, the main reason why I held off on playing Bejeweled 1 for so long is because Bejeweled 1 lacks a lot of the features that became commonplace in the Bejeweled series over time. For instance, Bejeweled 1 does not have special gems. You can't craft special gems by creating like match 4s or match 5s or match 6s even. There aren't any flame gems that you can create, or hypercubes or supernova gems. Those were only introduced in the later Bejeweled games. And that's part of the reason why I held off on playing this for so long, because it's literally just match 3 puzzling without any additional bells and whistles. There aren't even that many game modes in the original Bejeweled either. In fact, there's only 2 game modes. There's the original mode, or I think it's called normal mode in this game, and there's also the time trial mode, which is essentially just a heavily simplified version of the lightning mode from Bejeweled 3. There's a lot more features to talk about when it comes to Bejeweled 2, but I would like to show off what the original Bejeweled looks like and also plays like, for a few minutes here at least. Right, so with that being said, let's get started. I would at least like to point out the game's soundtrack. The game's soundtrack is surprisingly hype for a game of this kind, especially the theme for the time trial mode. Like, I know I said before, when I played Bejeweled 3, that I wasn't really a huge fan of that game's music, but Bejeweled 1 and 2, man, the soundtracks for Bejeweled 1 and 2 are actually pretty good. Like, the time trial theme from Bejeweled 1 in particular is low-key a banger. Like, seriously, I'm actually quite a fan of it. So anyway, we're gonna click here to play, and yeah, as soon as you click play, the game just begins immediately. Yeah, swap adjacent gems to create rows of 3 or more. Yeah, there we go. So, I mean, if you played Bejeweled before, you're already gonna be familiar with this style of gameplay here. Yeah, so it plays very much like the later games in the Bejeweled series, where you're just swapping gems around, but like I said, there aren't any special gems that you can create, because you can make match 4s and 5s, it's not going to create any hypercubes or power gems. I think they're called power gems in Bejeweled 2, but in Bejeweled Twist, they were renamed to flame gems, and that's what they're also called in Bejeweled 3. We're gonna talk about those gems when I actually get to playing Bejeweled 2, though. Yeah, so the way that this game works is that you left-click on a certain gem, and then you can left-click on another gem of the same color. Well, I mean, they don't need to be the same color necessarily, but you can click on another gem. As you can see, you can swap them around, but you can only swap them if they actually are the same color. Otherwise, yeah, it's not gonna work. I mean, you can only swap the gems around if it will create an actual match 3. Otherwise, you can't really do anything with them, so yeah. Much like the future Bejeweled games, all of the gems here on the grid are randomly generated. There is no specific pattern in which the gems fall, and it is possible to get a game over by running out of legitimate moves to make, which happens at pretty much random, just like the newer Bejeweled games, I should say. But it does have the same functionality as the later Bejeweled games in the sense that if you manage to complete the progress bar down below right here, the green bar that keeps filling up every time I make matches, then you will proceed to the next level. And you do get more points in the later levels for completing matches, because before we were only getting 10 points and now we're getting 15. So it increases by 1.5 with every level that you complete. This is effectively what the classic mode was turned into in the later Bejeweled games, or I mean, it was like rebranded to classic mode. You may have also noticed, by the way, that I created a match 4. Actually, I'm gonna create another match 4 here with the red tiles. But as you can see, that did not actually create a flame gem or a power gem, it just made a simple match and nothing else happened. So, yeah, I'm hoping that you guys can see now why I was very hesitant to do a video on this game originally, because yeah, this is by far the simplest version of Bejeweled. There really isn't anything else to say about it. I mean, it still has the exact same addictive gameplay as all the other Bejeweled games, but yeah, it's basically like a heavily simplified version of Bejeweled 3, essentially. Yeah, look at all these match 4s that I'm making, but it's just not creating any gems. I do kind of wonder, though, if maybe someone created a mod for this game that, like, adds power gems into the game, or flame gems even, or hypercubes, or even supernova gems. Yeah, the fruit gems don't exist in this game either. I think the fruit gems were introduced in Bejeweled Twist, if I'm not mistaken. I do like that level transition, though. Yeah, and at least the background changes every time you complete a level here, so I do like that. It's not the exact same background every single time. I do like that, it switches it up at least. I think it also does that in Bejeweled 2, though. Yeah, the backgrounds are way more detailed in Bejeweled 2. So yeah, this is pretty much all that you're doing in the normal mode. So I don't really know what else to say about it other than that, but I guess I will continue playing the game here until we run out of moves to make, at which point I guess I'll show off the time trial mode. Yeah, these are all the exact same jewels that you see in the later Bejeweled games as well. All 7 colors of gems are still here, they're still present even in Bejeweled 1. You have green, blue, purple, white, red, yellow, and orange. The only thing that you don't have here are special gems, which kinda sucks, honestly. And just like the other Bejeweled games, if you are struggling to figure out where exactly you can create a match on the grid, it is possible to enable hints. I believe there's this, there's this purple ball right here that says click here for a hint. So if you can't figure out where exactly you can create a match, you can just click on this purple button right here, and it'll give you a hint as to where you can make a match. Now keep in mind, that does deplete your score, and it also depletes the progress bar, and I do believe it does the exact same thing in Bejeweled 2, 3, and Twist. So that feature first popped up in Bejeweled 1, and it was carried over to the later games in the series. Oh wow, okay, I actually already failed it. Okay, no moves apparently. Fine, Robotnik. Oh yeah, okay, so pay no attention to the fact that one of the high score names is Boiled Piss. I think that actually comes from the last time I played the original Bejeweled, which was like way back in 2019, like 3 years ago. I don't even remember naming myself this, but yeah, this other score that I got here, 30,775, that actually came from today when I was playing this off-screen. I actually did really well off-screen before. I think I managed to get to like level 7 or 8, but that time I failed on level 3 somehow. Okay, well that being said, I guess I can go to time trial mode just to show you guys how exactly this functions. Yeah, so it definitely does not play like the lightning mode from Bejeweled 3. So the way that time trial mode works in the original Bejeweled is that the progress bar actually starts at the halfway point, and it will begin to deplete if you're not able to make any matches. So what you have to do is that you have to try and make matches as quick as you possibly can in order to progress through all of the levels. But similar to the lightning mode, it is not possible to run out of moves in the time trial mode, because the way in which the tiles generate in this game, or this game mode I should say, is slightly different than the way that they generate in normal mode. They always generate in a way so that you never run out of moves. Well, that's not entirely true actually, now that I think about it. So it is possible to wind up in situations where you can't make any more moves, even in time trial mode, but what'll happen is that if you do get in a situation where you can't make any more moves, the game will actually clear the entire board, and it will spawn in a brand new set of gems. So the only way that you can get a game over in time trial mode is by running out of time. When the progress bar depletes completely, then you fail the game. And in order to give yourself more time, essentially, all you have to do is just keep making matches and you'll be okay. That's pretty much all there is to it. Of course, luck is still a pretty big factor in your ability to create a lot of chain reactions here, because you can still make chain reactions just like in the other Bejeweled games, but in this particular game, it is still very much down to chance whether or not you're actually able to make, like, really huge cascades. You just gotta look out pretty much. Sometimes you have to look out in order to complete some of the levels in this game. Oh, as a matter of fact, there you go. I ran out of moves right there, but it just, it actually spawned in some brand new gems for me to mess around with, or for me to delete off the grid. Yeah, so you saw that, that mechanic in action right there, actually. Yeah, so you don't need to worry about running out of moves at the very least. Okay, I need to figure out, like, which tiles I can manipulate here. Okay, here we go. Oh god, okay, I'm winding up in the same situations as I was when I was playing Bejeweled 3 and Twist, where for whatever reason, I can't seem to find, like, any potential matches that I can make here. I have to, like, squint in order to find everything. Okay, here we go, here we go. We can bring it back, we can bring it back. Okay, I want to make, like, a really big cascade here. Okay, that's a decently sized cascade. I want to try and see if I can make a big cascade here just so I can, like, finish the level immediately. Because what'll happen is that, as you complete more and more levels in the time trial mode, the progress bar will begin to deplete a lot quicker. So you have to keep, like, yeah, you have to keep speeding it up, man. You can't hesitate in this game mode whatsoever. You just gotta keep making matches. Can never stop. You just cannot stop at any point. Otherwise, it will lead to your untimely demise. There we go. Got an L shape right there, but it didn't create jack crap, so that's unfortunate. Yeah, I will be completely honest and say that Bejeweled 1 is definitely nowhere near as fun to play as some of the other Bejeweled games. I still think Bejeweled 3 is absolutely the best game in the entire series, just because of the variety of game modes, the variety of mini-games that you can play in quest mode in particular, which I think you can unlock as separate game modes by completing certain objectives. I don't think I mentioned that at all in my Bejeweled 3 video, but that is something you can do. I do believe that a lot of the mini-games in quest mode you can unlock as standard game modes by completing certain objectives. As for what those specific objectives are, I don't remember. And of course, all of the improvements that they made to the existing game modes in Bejeweled 3. So yeah, it's still definitely the best game in the series by far. I have no idea if PopCap are ever gonna make another Bejeweled game. I really hope they do someday, but I don't know, I don't really see what other sorts of improvements they could possibly make to the Bejeweled formula. I do kind of feel like they pretty much perfected the Bejeweled formula with the third game. I don't know, maybe make another Bejeweled Twist game? And take a lot of the features that they implemented in Bejeweled 3 and just throw them into Bejeweled Twist. I have no idea. Or, like, implement them into Bejeweled Twist, that's what I'm trying to say. I don't really know. I'm definitely struggling a little bit trying to complete this particular mode. Okay, well, as soon as I say that, yes, excellent. You can also get excellence for creating large chains here as well. Okay, hang on a second. I think we're almost at the end of level 3 here. I think we can do this. Here we go. Just create some chains. Just keep it going. Can't stop. Okay, there we go. Everything gets sucked into a black hole at the end. Yeah, that animation is definitely a lot more detailed in Bejeweled 3 as well. Because you get to fly through the black hole, and you see all the gems flying along with you. I think Bejeweled 2 has that animation as well, but you don't get to see the gems flying with you in the second game. It's literally just an animation of you going through the wormhole. Yeah, it's more of a wormhole than anything else. Because it transports you to a different location. It doesn't, like, murder you instantaneously. Okay, this level's actually going a hell of a lot better than the previous one. Oh my god, okay, here we go. Here we go. Oh, all the good chains. All the good chains, there we go. Get another double. Oh, I got a triple there, actually. Okay, very nice. Very nice indeed. Okay, level 5. I'm probably going to be ending this part of the video after I completely fail this particular game mode right here. There we go. All these 4x chains, and I'm just wishing I would get power gems out of them, but it is what it is, man. Also, I don't think Bejeweled 1 gives you any automatic hints if you're taking a long time to figure out where exactly you can make a match. I think that was something that they only introduced in the second game. And you know what? I think I'm actually going to fail this on purpose, guys, because I really have nothing else to say about the original Bejeweled at all. I mean, that's pretty much it. Like, it's basically just Yeah, it's just a pure match 3 puzzle game with, like, no special features or anything. There's no power gems that you can make, there's not even any of the, like, bad gems, like rocks or bomb gems, because those were only introduced in the second game as well. Yeah, it's basically just matching tiles and trying to create chain reactions in order to get a massive score. And that's pretty much it. It's basically just like a straight-up arcade version of Bejeweled. And I guess it is fun if you're trying to go for like a high score. It definitely feels like one of those just one more round kinds of games. But compared to the later games in the series, it is lacking. But yeah, if you were always curious as to where exactly Bejeweled got its start from not technically this version of the game, but this is one of the oldest versions of Bejeweled that you can still play, because you can still buy this game on Steam for like $5. So yeah, there you go. That's all I really have to say about Bejeweled 1. So, well actually, there is this that I haven't mentioned as well. If you do get a game over, you get to view the entire duration of the game. In this case, I was able to play the game for 8 minutes and 57 seconds before I died. Longest cascade was 5, 748 gems cleared, and my best single move got me 400 points. Yeah, and it says tip, create rows of 4 or 5 gems for extra points, which you can also do in the second game, but in the second game it also rewards you with special gems, which are definitely a lot more fun to mess around with than the standard gems. So, with that being said, guys, I think I am just gonna go over to the second game now. If you do want to purchase the original Bejeweled, the link is in the description. And I'm not gonna link you guys to any of the other ports that were released for Bejeweled 1. The easiest way to play this game is to just pick it up on Steam, so I'm just gonna link you guys to the Steam version. Yeah, so that's it for Bejeweled 1, so on to Bejeweled 2. Let's do it. Alright, welcome to Bejeweled 2 now. So, Bejeweled 2 was released in 2004, originally, a few years after the first Bejeweled. Much like the original game, Bejeweled 2 was also ported to a variety of platforms, including iOS and Android, and it also got a lot of console ports as well, including the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360. I think this actually came out as a launch title for Xbox Live Arcade, if I'm not mistaken. And this game even got a port to the PlayStation 2, surprisingly. And if I'm not mistaken, I think the Xbox 360 version in particular is backwards compatible with Xbox One and Xbox Series X and S. So if you want to play Bejeweled 2 on those consoles, I believe you can. So what exactly is brand new in Bejeweled 2? Well, you have Classic and Action mode, which is basically the normal mode from Bejeweled 1, and the Action mode is Time Trial mode from Bejeweled 1. I don't think I'm going to be showing off Action mode in this particular game, because it's literally the same thing as Bejeweled 1's Time Trial mode, so I don't think we're really interested in that. One game mode that is brand new to Bejeweled 2, though, is Puzzle mode. Clear all gems to solve puzzles, and also Endless mode is brand new as well. This is essentially like the Zen mode from Bejeweled 3, and Twist as well. Now, even though there's only 4 different game modes that you can select on this title screen here, in reality, there's actually about 9 game modes in Bejeweled 2. 5 of the game modes are hidden, and in order to unlock the other hidden modes, you have to complete certain objectives in the Classic, Action, Puzzle, and Endless modes respectively. I'm not going to be demonstrating any of the hidden modes in this video, but if you want to know what the hidden modes are called, they're called Twilight, Hyper, Cognito, Finity, and Original. You can only unlock those 5 game modes by completing certain objectives in these 4 standard game modes right here that I'm highlighting, except for Original mode, because you can actually enable Original mode by doing something very specific on the title screen right here. And I will probably be showing that off in just a little bit, maybe near the end of the video. But what I would like to do right now is show you guys a quick game of Classic mode, just to show you some of the brand new gems that were added in this particular Bejeweled game, that being the Power Gems and the Hypercubes. Oh, and also, if you want to know what the differences are between the hidden game modes and the standard game modes, the hidden game modes are essentially just like alternate versions of the standard game modes. Like Twilight mode, for instance, is similar to the Classic mode, except I think the gravity of all the gems changes every time you make a match, and I believe Finity mode is a mode that is similar to Action mode, but in Affinity mode, you actually have rocks and bomb gems, and you can only score points by creating explosions with the power gems, and I think the hypercubes also work as well. So yeah, it's definitely a much slower paced game mode overall. Cognito mode, I think, is like a separate version of the puzzle game mode where some of the puzzles have slightly different arrangements, and I actually do not remember what exactly hyper mode entails. So let's go to classic mode here very quickly. Got those beautiful, like, alien landscapes in the background. Yeah, like I said, the backgrounds in Bejeweled 2 are definitely a lot higher quality than they were in Bejeweled 1, where they're a lot more detailed. Yeah, so classic mode works pretty much in the same manner as Bejeweled 1, except this time you can actually make power gems. So these have the same functionality as the flame gems in Bejeweled Twist and 3. When you combine match 3s together, yeah, they cause an explosion that creates, well, it creates an explosion that destroys a whole bunch of gems within a specific radius. And you can get bonus points from doing that, which is very, very neat indeed. So now I would like to see if I can try and make a hypercube here, if I possibly can. Or we can just make more power gems, that's fine as well. Yeah, so they were renamed to flame gems in Bejeweled Twist. And I do believe they were given, instead of a nice shimmer right here, they were given an actual, like, flame. Yeah, you set the gems on fire, and they just cause all sorts of carnage. It's very nice indeed. Okay, here we go, just make another explosion, very nice. Okay, so that's it for the first level. Yeah, so this was the Bejeweled game that introduced this sequence right here, where you're flying through the wormhole. But unfortunately, it's not like Bejeweled 3, where you can actually see the gems coming along with you. So, yeah, it's literally just the wormhole animation, and that's it. Yeah, so it plays pretty much the same as, like, the previous Bejeweled game, pretty much, but you have, additional gems that you can toy around with now, cause even more destruction. I still wouldn't say that this is as great as Bejeweled 3, though. Even though Bejeweled 3's classic mode plays in a very similar manner once again, because I mean it is more or less classic Bejeweled. But yeah, once again it is possible to run out of moves here. There we go. I got like a triple power gem explosion right there. There we go. At least we create a lot of destruction by doing that. That is all fine and good. If I can somehow find a way to move that that purple triangle downwards, I would like to see if I could make a hypercube here, because it seems like I have something set up here potentially. So I'm gonna see if I can, if I can possibly make my dreams come true here. Hold on, I gotta find something. Are there any matches that I can make up here possibly? Uh-oh, there might not be. No, it's showing me the. Oh, is this the only thing that I can make? Okay, fine. I'll have to put my dreams on hold for now. Find it. Well, I don't know. Maybe I could have made another match with those white gems. I have no idea. Maybe there was already a match I could have made with them. Whatever. It doesn't really matter all that much. Even if I'm not able to show off what the hypercubes do in this particular mode, I can show off what they do in puzzle mode. Because you can encounter them in puzzle mode as well without actually creating any, like any match 5s yourself. Because the whole point of the puzzle mode in particular is that you're trying to clear the entire grid of gems. You're not trying to create, like, any specific matches, necessarily. There aren't any more gems that spawn in when you erase a gem from a board in puzzle mode, because the entire point of that specific game mode is to remove all the gems from the board, and then there you go, you solve the puzzle, basically. It's not as simple as it sounds, though, because some of the puzzles in puzzle mode can actually get pretty, they can get pretty tricky. So, I would like to show that off in, a little bit. That's probably gonna be the next mode that we show off, actually. Okay, I would like to get something that I can actually use this freaking, this power gem on. Please and thank you. I'll try making some other matches in the meantime. Excuse me, I wanna... Wait, is that not... Oh, wait, no. I wanna get this other red gem right here. God, what am I doing right now? Okay, T-shape, please. There we go. This time that actually makes a power gem. Very nice. Okay, that just blew up on its own accord. I did not do anything to that. Just did it on its own. Because, I mean, it can also do that as well sometimes. There we go. The magic of creating, chain reactions. Let's see what we can make right here. I do believe that's actually the end of the level anyway. Okay, there we go. There we go. Going through the rainbow wormhole. Just kind of warping through the entire universe right here. Just going through the wormhole and landing on different planets. Actually, speaking of which, that's exactly what you're doing in puzzle mode. You're traveling to different planets and trying to solve puzzles on them. And also, for the record, if you want to unlock Cognito mode in particular, you actually have to beat the entirety of puzzle mode in order to unlock that hidden game mode in particular. And there's 80 puzzles to solve in puzzle mode as well, so... Oh, that's actually it? No moves again? Okay, well, God. This is a lot more difficult than I thought it was. Okay, well, in that case, let's just go to puzzle mode. Okay, so I've already completed a lot of the puzzles in puzzle mode already, off-screen. So, there's 16 planets in total in puzzle mode, with 5 moons orbiting it. So in order to unlock the next planet in puzzle mode, all you have to do is just complete 4 of the puzzles on one planet, and then you can go to the next planet. You'll notice that's basically what I did here, because I still have some other planets that have question marks over them. So what I would like to do here is that I'd like to go back to Centauri Prime if I possibly can. There we go, just war up back over there for now. Because I would like to show off how exactly puzzle mode works here. What you are trying to do here is that you're trying to get rid of all of the tiles on the board here. Now, the good thing is that there is an undo button that you can hit if you feel like you have completely screwed the pooch, which I actually just did because I'm pretty sure I did just completely screw this up. Okay, no, I definitely did. Actually, hang on a second. This is literally the only move that I can make now. Okay, yeah, I messed something up at some point down the road. Yeah, the sad part is that I've already beaten this map before. Okay, actually, there we go. Press warp to advance to the next planet. No, we're not gonna do that. I'm gonna show off some of these other puzzles first. I mean, I may just skip to the puzzles that contain the bomb gems and the hypercubes, but I just want to show you guys how exactly this works. So yeah, you're trying to get rid of all of the tiles on the board here. I do believe for this puzzle in particular, you want to actually take the green gem over to the rightmost side. There you go. Okay, that was the one that we just completed. I did apparently complete this one as well, but I don't remember how. I'm gonna assume it was something along the lines of... God, I don't think it was this. Oh, it might have been... No, it was not that. Bro, it was definitely not that. What are God's green earth are you thinking right now? This is abysmal Bejeweled gameplay that you're showing off right here. Oh no. Okay, hang on. Actually, oh, there we go. We got it actually. There we go. It all falls into place sometimes. When you're being intelligent, it'll all fall into place. Okay, this I think. Oh, okay. Well, that's it for this map then. Okay, frick off then. Okay, well in that case, we'll jump all the way to Seraph 3. Because this is the first map that introduces the rocks into the game. So the rocks don't behave like the coal in Bejeweled Twist, because when you crack open the rocks in the puzzle mode in Bejeweled 2, they don't actually give you bonus points. Because this is pretty much the only mode that they appear in. So what you want to do is that, well aside from Infinity mode of course, but in order to destroy the rock gems in puzzle mode, you have to use the power gems, because that's the only way you can actually obliterate them. So it goes a little something like this. There we go, very nice. Yeah, so you need to use the power gems in order to destroy the rocks, because there is literally no other way to obliterate them. I don't think that's what I wanted to do. That's definitely not what I'm supposed to do either, though. I'm pretty certain. Okay, what am I doing here? No, I just remembered. I want to bring this white gem over here, create power gem, and bada bing bada get wrecked. Okay, there we go, very nice. Okay, so that's it for that one. This one I think I need this, not that. Wait. Oh god, what am I doing here again? It's okay, I just fail instantly if I do that. A green power gem could work? I mean, it does, but what do I do about this? Okay, this might work, actually. There we go, very nice. Yeah, and it destroys the green gem as well. That's very good. Okay, gotta bring the red power gem all the way down to the bottom. I don't remember how I did that. I think it involved doing something like this, I think. Uh-oh. Wait a second. Oh no, that is actually what I did. Okay, well there you go. Okay, well I actually never beat this puzzle, so what exactly do I do here? I need to create a power gem somehow. Do I want... Can I do that by Uh-oh. Wait. Oh, okay, wait a second. Can I do that by like, maybe making a blue one? Yeah, because I'm only gonna have enough gems to make, like, a blue power gem. So, I need to figure out something to do with the green ones over here. Okay, this is a little bit strange, because I don't actually know what I should be doing. Maybe get rid of the red ones first, and then purple can go, and then green can go. No, I think green needs to stay, because that's not gonna result in me being able to create a gem of any sort. Well, I don't know, maybe it is a green power gem that I need to make. Oh yeah, I have a sufficient amount of greens to make a power gem as well, actually, so... Okay, I gotta figure something out here then. I drop the green down. Do I just want to get rid of the blues on the side? Or am I supposed to be doing that? Oh, actually, well, yeah. Actually, yes, I think this will work. Okay, there we go. So this entire planet is complete now. Okay, very nice indeed. Okay, well, then in that case, when do we get introduced to the bomb gems? I think it's Hegemon V1? Yes, time bombs. That's what they're called in this game, but they're technically bomb gems. I mean, they have the same functionality as the bomb gems in Bejeweled Twist. Yeah, so you got 3 seconds before the bomb explodes. So, in this case, we have to actually try and get the bomb to explode near the rocks here. Yeah, because unlike... Oh wait, that's actually not what we're supposed to do. What am I doing? Yeah, so unlike in Bejeweled Twist, where the bomb gems are very dangerous and they could potentially end you immediately when they do finally explode, what you're actually doing in puzzle mode here is that you're trying to blow up the rock gems with the bomb gems. So what you gotta do is that you gotta place them right above the bomb gems, and then you just need to make them explode after that, basically. You gotta make them explode right on top of the bomb, or right on top of the rocks, I should say. There we go. I think I'm doing this correctly. Okay, yeah, that's it. That's how you do that. Yeah, you basically go back and forth, knocking down both of the towers at the same time. Okay, then I think this one right here, you move it to the right. I think you move this one to the right as well. And then this is all gonna fall. There we go. And then you make all of this fall as well. That's all gonna disappear, and then it just obliterates everything. Very good. And then, I think for this one in particular, you move this, right? No, I don't think I messed that up. I don't think I botched this. I don't think this is chalked. Hang on. Oh no, this is definitely not chalked. There we go. Yeah, and the bomb's just gonna explode in the corner and do absolutely nothing. So the way that these specific puzzles work is that you actually need to make the bombs explode. If the bombs don't explode, then you actually failed the puzzle. So you have to set this up in a very specific way so that all of the bombs actually explode on the screen. Okay, I'm kind of thinking this does not actually work. Oh god. Okay, let me think about this here. That's... Oh god, what did I just... Hang on a second. Okay, so I have not beaten this specific puzzle off screen yet. I'm thinking that... Okay, yeah, well, I mean... No, that's... I actually just messed it up again. Okay, so we have to somehow drop these bombs down. We have to drop these bombs down onto those rocks somehow, but we have to do this at, like, the same time. Or do we? I mean, I would think that this would probably work. Okay, well, not... That's definitely not gonna work. That's gonna screw everything up. Okay, you know what? I don't think I'm actually going to try and beat that, because what I would like to show you is the hypercubes. Hang on. Yeah, okay, this is the zone right here, or the planet where we can actually use hypercubes. We need to use hypercubes in order to destroy most of these rocks here. So, here's how we make a hypercube. That's not how we make a hypercube. What am I doing right now? Oh my god. Okay, so you create 5 in a row, you make a hypercube. You can use it to destroy the rocks, as you can see. It just obliterates all the rocks on the screen. There we go. So we have to set this up in a very specific way. There we go. Kind of like that. Wait, actually, these other gems over here are in the wrong space. Or they're spaced too far apart, actually. I mean, I could make 2 hypercubes here. I don't remember if that's how I beat this level, though. I don't think so, because the hypercube's too far away to actually get to the other gems. Uh-oh, hang on a minute. Like this. Okay, wait a second. How exactly did I solve this one? I already don't remember. Wait a second. Okay, can I just try something out here? No, that's gonna leave one of them alone, though. Okay, well, why not destroy the ones on the side? And I think that's actually gonna remove them anyway, because it's gonna make a match 3. Okay, there we go. That's how we do that. Okay, I think for this one in particular, we gotta do something like ultra specific here. Hang on. Well, I mean, this can work, but I'm not entirely sure if that's what we have to do necessarily. Could we make another hypercube by doing whatever the heck that was? Oh, actually, no, that's how we do that. We make another hypercube. There we go. Okay. And then I think for this level, we have to not get rid of that. I think we have to bring this down. Or wait, which one was it again? Was it, wait, there's a specific way that we have to do this. I think it was that. Or was it that? Oh god, I already don't even freaking remember. There's a very specific way that we have to drop some of these down. It's not whatever the hell I did there. Like this, like that. I think I just did the exact same thing. Okay, if my brain could actually, like, work correctly today, I mean, when does it ever work correctly? Okay, well, I mean, you can also use a hint as well, just to show you where exactly, where exactly you went wrong. Oh no, I think it was this. And then this. Okay, yeah, so that time it didn't actually drop down. Okay, well then I think I could just do this, because isn't this this side on the left is gonna make a match 3. Yeah, then we use the hypercube. Oh, it also made a power gem. Yeah, we use the other hypercube that it creates to just eliminate the other white gems. And then, I mean, there's also... Oh my god, there's also this level right here that's basically like a giant staircase. I mean, we can do this, but I don't know if this is the way that God intended. Okay, hang on. Hey, let's just try something out here. Let's try something out. That's gonna be too far away. What if we try making a hypercube now? That's not gonna... It's gonna make another hypercube at the bottom, which I guess is a good thing, which might be what we need to do. Okay, just let me think about this here. I haven't been able to complete this one off screen, for reasons that I think are fairly obvious. Okay, well, I mean, the only real thing that I wanted to do was to show you guys the hypercube, but yeah, it does exist, and you can also make hypercubes in the default mode as well. And when I say default mode, I mean like classic mode and action mode and whatever the heck. Okay, well, anyway, I think I'm just gonna exit out of this, or just back out of it. I do want to show off Endless Mode here very quickly. So, the Endless Mode is similar to the Zen Mode from Bejeweled 3, except, Bejeweled 2's Endless Mode doesn't have any of the, I guess you could say ASMR mechanics that were added into Bejeweled 3's Zen Mode. So you don't have any, like, like ambient noises that you can activate, or, breathing noises as well, because I think that was another thing that you could also activate in the third game, and binaural beats. Yeah, so if you were expecting more of that good old, you know, Bejeweled ASMR, well, you're not gonna find it in Bejeweled 2 at least, and I don't think those features exist in Bejeweled Twist either. But yeah, Endless Mode is a mode where you never fail the game at all, and it is also not possible to run out of moves at all in the Endless Mode. Yeah, I think I was getting Time Trial Mode confused with Endless Mode when I was playing Bejeweled 1 earlier. But yeah, the gems in this mode are generated in such a manner that you will never run out of moves to make at all. So yeah, if you just wanna just match some tiles together, create some power gems, and just watch them all blow up all at the same time, then yeah, this is the mode for that. And it is endless. As you can see, I've already made it to level 28. Now, what is interesting about Bejeweled 3, or Bejeweled 2 Zen mode, what in the name of the Lord above? Okay. I don't know what the frick that cascade was, but that was incredible, dude. Holy crap. I don't even know what that was. My god. 2,100 points? Oh my goodness gracious, wow. I've never seen that happen before, at least not in a while. Holy crap. Not expecting that. Anyway, as I was saying, yeah, so, oh god, what was I saying? I got completely distracted. Okay, I remember now. So, the interesting thing about Bejeweled 2's Zen mode is that every 8 levels that you complete in this mode will get you a emblem. So, if you notice in the top left-hand corner right here, there's some little emblems that we have here that are creating this little, flower shape right here. And for every 8 levels that you complete, you get another emblem added into one of the empty slots. I don't exactly know what the purpose of this is, And every time you beat a level, you also get like this green gem that gets added into the empty slots in front of the flower. But I have no idea what the significance of those little emblems are. I have no idea what they mean. I haven't managed to figure that out yet, but you do get a new emblem for every 8 levels that you complete, so there is that. I don't know what happens if you manage to complete the shape here, or if you manage to fill the entire shape in. I have no clue. One thing that I do know about the Endless mode, though, is that in order to unlock the Finity mode, you have to play the Endless mode for quite a while. There is a specific level that you need to achieve in Endless mode if you want to play the Finite mode, and I did decide to look up how much of Endless mode I need to play in order to unlock the Finite mode, and it turns out that you need to play Endless mode up to level 281 in order to unlock Finite mode. And as you can see, I'm only 1/10 of the way there because I'm only on level 28. So yeah, that's definitely not happening anytime soon. So you know what I'm gonna do instead? I'm actually going to end the video not immediately after I finish playing Endless mode, because there is like one last little thing that I would like to show you guys before I leave today. But I would like to try and see if I can at least beat this particular level in Endless mode before I go and show you guys at least one of the hidden levels, or one of the hidden modes, I should say, that you can find in Bejeweled 2. It's the hidden mode that you can actually activate through the title screen, or the main menu, more specifically. I'm gonna show you guys that in just a second here. For now, though, I'm gonna create a hypercube, and I'm gonna get rid of the yellow tiles, because I don't want to see them. I just don't want to see them. Okay, I was hoping that would make more chains, but of course it did not. Oh, I think I could have made another hypercube there, but then I moved all the red tiles down, and I completely fricked it up, but that's okay, because I can just make some more power gems. There we go, that's all good, that's all fine and good. Yeah, I think the video is pretty much done other than that, though, because there's really nothing else that I would like to say regarding Bejeweled 1 or 2. Yeah, they're basically just much more simplistic versions of Bejeweled 3. You know, if you want to go and check the other Bejeweled games out just to, you know, learn about the history of the Bejeweled series, then you can go right ahead. Like, I will be providing the links to all of these games in the description, like I always do. But if you're looking for, like, the authentic, or I guess the premium Bejeweled experience, you're a lot better off playing Bejeweled 3 instead. And I mean, Bejeweled Twist is also a pretty cool spin on the whole Bejeweled formula as well, Bejeweled. So if you'd like to go and check that game out too, you also can. I'm not going to be providing the link to that in the description because this video doesn't concern Bejeweled Twist. Just go look it up on Steam and you'll be able to find it pretty quickly. Okay, I would like to try and move some things down here so I can create some big gains. Some big gains, hopefully. Okay, you know what, fine, forget the big gains, we're just gonna do this instead. I just really want to end this particular level here because I'm really not in the mood to play this anymore. Okay, here we go. Yeah, that creates another power gem that explodes immediately. Okay, here's another freaking power gem. Okay, I can actually use it on something, and I think with that, we are done with this level. No, we're not actually done yet. Okay, are we done now? No, we apparently are. Okay, another power gem. We're still not done. Okay, right here. Now we're done. Okay, frick. My god. Okay, so that's it for that specific level of Zen mode, at least. Or Endless mode, as it's called in this game, but whatever. Zen mode, Endless mode, it's basically the same thing. There's not really that much of a difference in between Bejeweled 2 or Twist or 3 or whatever the heck. I at least like the different backgrounds here, so they're pretty damn beautiful. I do have an affinity for space, after all. Okay, so the hidden game mode that you can activate from the main menu is called Original Mode. If you want to know what Original Mode is, it's literally the normal mode from Bejeweled 1. You're not able to create special gems of any kind, even by making like Match 4 or Match 5s. Yeah, it's basically just Bejeweled 1, but with Bejeweled 2's graphics. And if you want to know how to activate it, you just have to move your cursor in a clockwise fashion around the giant 4 buttons on this title screen. And you have to do it 8 times in a row, and it will activate Original Mode instantly. Do you want to continue your last game? No, I do not. So, yeah. By doing that, we have actually just unlocked Original Mode. And you can tell because I just made a Match 4 and it didn't create any special gems. Make another one, still doesn't create special gems. Yeah, so this is just a game mode where You can play old school Bejeweled, but with Bejeweled 2's graphics instead, which I don't see why you would ever want to do that, because you should definitely just go and play Bejeweled 3, honestly. Also, I have no idea how many times I said Bejeweled in this video, but it was probably at least 5,000, which is way too many. Way too many uses of the word Bejeweled for my liking, to the point where it doesn't even sound like a real word anymore. And I mean, it's technically not a real word. I think the word Bejeweled is technically like a pun that's based on a movie title, I believe. So yeah, I don't really know what else to say about this. Oh yeah, the scoring system is also the exact same as it is in Bejeweled 1. The amount of points that you get in each level multiplies by 1.5 for every single level that you complete. Okay, that level actually went surprisingly well, but yeah, I don't think I'm gonna play this game mode any longer, guys, because it's literally just the same game mode from Bejeweled 1, so yeah, it's not worth it. I see a 4x that I can make right here, but I'm not going for it. Whatever. Let's go back to the main menu, and I think I am going to just leave the video here. Yeah, so that's pretty much all I have to say about Bejeweled 2 as well. So, definitely a lot of new mechanics that were introduced in the second game, a lot of mechanics that would become mainstays of the Bejeweled franchise, including Endless Mode. And I don't think Puzzle Mode was brought back in Bejeweled Twist or 3, because Bejeweled Twist had a challenge mode, but that was not exactly the same thing, because there were different kinds of challenges that you had to complete in that particular mode. It wasn't just all puzzles, necessarily. So yeah, that was like a brief history of the Bejeweled franchise, to some extent at least. I did have the idea to do this video for a little while, because I was just like, well, I would still like to at least show you guys what the older Bejeweled games were like, even though I'm personally not the biggest fan of them. I'm definitely a much bigger fan of Bejeweled 3 and Twist in particular, because I feel like those games are the most complete out of the Bejeweled franchise. I do know that there was another Bejeweled spin-off that was released in 2009 called Bejeweled Blitz, and I do think Bejeweled Blitz is technically playable on PC, but I think you need to have, like, a Facebook account in order to play it, and you can bet your sweet behind that I am not going anywhere near that freaking site ever. No chance in hell am I ever stepping foot anywhere near Facebook. Frick that entire website, dude. But yeah, I think this is pretty much the last video that I'm ever going to make on the Bejeweled series, because I've already done videos on Bejeweled 3 and Twist, and now I have Bejeweled 1 and 2 in the bag as well, and there aren't really any other Bejeweled games that I can play on PC. There are no official Steam versions of Bejeweled Twist, or sorry, Bejeweled Blitz, I should say. Yeah, no official Steam versions of Bejeweled Blitz, or I think, what is the other one called? Bejeweled Stars, I think it was called? I believe Bejeweled Stars only came out on mobile devices, though. Yeah, so there's probably not going to be any videos on Bejeweled Blitz or Stars anytime soon. This will probably be the last time that you guys will ever see the Bejeweled series on my channel. I just figured, you know what, my obsessive need for closure is kind of starting to eat away at my brain, so I'm just gonna do a video on Bejeweled 1 and 2, like, just frick it. Let's just get it over and done with. I would like to at least show off what exactly the older Bejeweled games were like and how they played, and yeah, they don't play anywhere near as well as the later Bejeweled games. So there you go, that's all you need to know about Bejeweled 1 and 2. So now that you know everything that you need to know about the older Bejeweled games, go play Bejeweled 3 instead. But if you really are interested in checking out the older Bejeweled games, I will provide links in the description below. I'm just gonna link you guys to the Steam versions of these games because, yeah, it's a lot easier to just get them on PC and play them through Steam, and they're very cheap as well. I mean, these games came out like 20 years ago, so you can get them pretty freaking cheap on Steam, and they should work on basically every single modern-day operating system. I mean, for a game that came out in 2004, I'm actually surprised that this game works pretty damn well on my relatively modern Windows 10 laptop here. I'm surprised the game even functions properly at all. Same thing with the original Bejeweled. So yeah, if you want to buy these games, the links are in the description, and that is going to do it for me for now, guys. So, as always, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video I make. Later!